Hello, in this tutorial I'll show you how to claim for health appliances on Medibank. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to launch your Medibank online. Now, My Medibank online or My Medibank application, whichever one suits you. So I'd like you to know that not everyone is eligible to sign up for Medibank because it's selective of countries. So I am one of such persons who's not eligible to create an account on Medibank. But I am that person who knows the guidelines well enough to put you through the process. So here's exactly what we're going to do throughout this tutorial. Yeah, I'm going to walk you through the guidelines step by step, and you're going to know exactly what to do to make a claim. So you can rest assured that you have everything figured out once you can pay attention to this tutorial from top to bottom. So first things first, you need to be sure that you are eligible to make this claim, because you cannot start a journey that you're not sure if you can finish. It's more like a waste of time. So you need to be sure if you're eligible for this claim and you have met all the requirements it allows you to make for this claim, because it's not a decision that you can just make on the go. You need to be sure of certain things. So first, you need to be sure that your insurance cover includes benefits for a particular appliance, so you can claim for it online using the information on this page. So if your insurance cover includes benefits for health appliances, then you can say, oh, this is my first step to being eligible. That's awesome. All right, so to claim, you'll require the Medibank, My Medibank app on your phone, or access to My Medibank on the web. So there are two ways that you can make a claim. All right, one, via your phone, two, via the web, by using My Medibank app or My Medibank online, whichever one. So the next is, if you haven't paid for a health appliance or would like to submit with a claim form, so you can also make an offline claim by clicking on this sweet hyperlink that's just right here. That's going to show you how to do that offline claim. Now, before you start your claim for a health appliance, make sure that, now this has to be my favorite part, because you need to be sure that you have met all of these requirements. Now, here's the saddest part. If you do not meet one of any of these requirements, then you cannot pull through the process. You're going to have issues on the go. So you need to be sure that each of these circles, like we have circles right here, and you can literally tick them. So you need to be sure that each of the circles are ticked. Yes, that is how you can output through the process with all the confidence that you need. Now, let me walk you through the guide number one. You've served any relevant waiting period. So if you have, so Medibank has specific waiting periods for their customers or for their clients, or however to put them, okay? So if you have served your relevant waiting period and you have reached the limit, that's fine. But if you're not sure if you have served your relevant waiting period, it says you can check it through under limits in My Medibank. So once you get to My Medibank online or app, you can check limits and then see if you have served your relevant waiting period. And then next is you purchase the appliance in Australia. What does this imply? It implies that if you purchase your appliance outside Australia, I'm sorry, Medibank cannot help you. It has to be within Australia. The next is you purchase the appliance from a business with an ABN, like a chemist or a doctor. So if this was done via telephone, I'm not sure this can actually pull through. So if you purchase the appliance from a business with an ABN, like a chemist or a doctor, then why not? If not, you're good to go. Then the next is you have an itemized receipt. Let me check this so that you can, for consistency. So the next is you have an itemized receipt or invoice that shows the provider ID or ABN and description of the item, and the date is within the last 2 days. I'm going to explain. So once you purchase this health appliance, you were given a receipt or an invoice. Now, I'm sure you kept it, because if you misplaced it, then I'm so sorry. You will not be able to put through this process, because you're going to be asked to upload the document, which includes your invoice, because they need to check the details. So your receipt should show that the provider of your health appliance is recognized by Medibank. That's where you get the provider ID. If your provider is not supported or recognized by Medibank, then that provider will not have a provider ID that will be on the receipt. So you need to be sure that Medibank has some kind of alliance with your provider which will in turn be able, your provider will be able to get the provider ID, and then you see it in the invoice, and that's going to make it valid. If not, it's just absolutely invalid. So it also needs to have a description of the item, the exact health appliance that you purchased, and then its date is within the last 2 years. So it means you must have purchased this health appliance within the last 2 years. If it's not within the last 2 years, then I'm so sorry, you can't proceed with the claim. And then the next is you have proof that your doctor or specialist has recommended you get the appliance. So if you do not have the recommendation letter, and then I'm sorry, we can't help you. I'm speaking on behalf of Medibank. And then it's dated within the last 12 months. That's the recommendation letter, all right? That's a letter from the doctor specialist saying that you need the appliance, a prescription of the appliance, or an account from the pharmacy saying that the appliance was prescribed by your doctor or specialist. So you need to have this recommendation letter from your specialist, which has to be within the past or within the last 12 months. So ensure you get all of this. So as you can see, the process is not something that you can just easily jump in. You need to be sure that you have met all of these requirements, and then you have all of this sorted out, because Medibank needs to be sure that they know what they're refunding and they know who they're giving some kind of money to. Yeah, so it's just that simple. So scroll all the way down, okay? So if you're not sure whether you're eligible to claim, you can check your cover summary as well as limits and waiting period via My Medibank Online or My Medibank app. So the next thing is how to make a health appliance and service claim on the application, and then we're going to see how to make it on the site. So log in first off on the application, log in and make a claim. So once you log in, you're going to see what the screenshot looks like. Once you log in, you're going to see make a claim, so click on make a claim, and once you click on make a claim, all right, so tap make a claim, and then on the claim screen, tap health appliance and services, which you're going to find right here. So tap on health appliance and service, and once you do that, scroll all the way down. You're going to see next is enter. All right, so this is enter name and date of service. So here, once you get here, tap start. All right, and then all of this. All right, so you're going to see all of this information. So tap start, and then once you tap start, you're going to have to add the name of the person who had the service and the date they received the appliance or service. But if you're in a single policy, there's no need to add your name. So here is it. So once you click on start on this window, you're going to see this window again, and then fill all of these details, add dates, add who went, and then scroll the way down to enter provider details. So here's where you're going to have to add all the provider details. So tap find the provider, okay, here to get the provider details, and then on the provider search screen, enter the provider's name or the provider's number, the provider that made your service available. All right, so select the provider, and then sometimes the provider doesn't appear in the search, now it just appears, tap manually, and then enter provider details. So if it doesn't appear in the search results, just tap this, manually enter provider details, and then you just add it. And then next is enter claim details. So this is what it looks like in the tab details. So add tab claim details and then add items. So here, add claim details, and once you do that, go ahead and add all the details and then add items. All right, so enter item details. So once you get to the add items, enter item details. So add first item. What did you get? What item did you get? So enter the item number found on your invoice or receipt, or description, appropriate service, or claim quantity and item charge. So these are the things that you can enter right here. So on your receipt or your invoice, you're going to find your item number or the description of your item, add all of that, appropriate service or claim, and then quantity and item change, add all of that, and then tap done. You're going to see done. So once you're done, if you have no further health appliances services to claim, tap confirm, and you'll be good to go. So this is it. So just go ahead and type confirm once you've filled out all of these details. Next is upload receipts. All right, so now on the receipt screen, this is the receipt screen, that's like the next step. On the receipt screen, tap upload and then select option for uploading receipt and then confirm. So you can either upload using your phone camera because you have that luxury, or you can just upload using your phone folder and then click on that and then select confirm. And then upload the documents, and once you have uploaded the documents, this is what the window is going to look like. So on the supporting documentation screen, tap upload, that's if you find it, And then the claim document screen will explain what supporting documentation you like for this claim. And then tap upload, then select option for uploading the documentation, tap confirm, and then back. So the next window you're gonna see is the submission of your claim, which is actually the last step. So what are you going to do here? On the health appliance and service screen, which you're going to find here, scroll down and tap submit claim. All right, and then once you have clicked on submit claim, that's it, your claim will be submitted. So like I said, once you get to the point that you need to put your supporting documents and you see that you don't have the supporting documents, you can quit the process, get your documents, and then go over the process from top to bottom. You're more than welcome to do that. So this is pretty much the process. All right, very simple. And then next is how to make it online. It's also almost the same thing. It's just that you do not have the luxury of taking a picture because I don't think Medibank trusts your webcam. All right, so the same thing, log in. All right, with the difference, I like to say that the difference is just the aspect ratio. And then claim health appliance. All right, so you click on claim and then health appliance, which you're going to find there. And then enter provider details, enter service details, confirm payment details, and then submit claim. It's just pretty simple this way. You can go over this tutorial from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and once you're done, you'll be good to go. I hope this video marvelously helped your search.